Well, hello everyone! I'm so pleased I am doing the Bible story and activity this morning. Today is a special day. I wonder if any of you know. Today is Mothering Sunday. And on Mothering Sunday, we think about special people, whether it's our mum or nan or grandma or auntie or sister or friend or teacher. We think about somebody that we want to say thank you to. Thank you for being a special person for me. Now we're thinking about a very special person today in our Bible story. I'm going to give you some clues about who that person is. Do you remember, if you have done one before, if we watch a nativity or if we've been in a nativity and there is a person who might have a blue tea towel or pillowcase or something on their heads. Some of you I know were involved in our online nativity, weren't you? Can you think who this person might be? Shall I give you another clue? The person that we're thinking about today is Jesus's mum. So today in our story we hear about Mary. And Mary is one of my favourites. She is so special to me. Now, before we hear about Mary in our story, we're going to think about some other special people first. The grown-ups today have all shared some photos. So they'll be watching that and you might be watching it too. They've shared some photos of different churches. And I thought I would show you the photo that I sent in of a church that's special to me. So this photo was taken on my wedding day. That's me and my husband Simon getting married in a church called Little St Mary's. And that's a special church for me because I worked there for 2 years and that's where me and Simon got married, which you can see on the picture. I think we were kneeling down to say the prayers at this point. So that's a very special church for me. And when I was there for 2 years, I met lots of people and we're sort of like a church family. And then I came to St Andrews, which is definitely my favourite church because that's where you all are. And St Andrews is like a family for me too. It's really wonderful. There are lots of special people at St Andrews that feel like a family to me. Now in our Bible story, we hear about some people that are special to Jesus. When Jesus was on the cross on Good Friday, he saw some people at the foot of the cross. He saw his mum, Mary, his mother, and one of the disciples who in the Bible gets called the beloved disciple. So that disciple is very special to Jesus. And when Jesus sees them there are some other people there too, but when Jesus sees them there, he says to Mary, "Woman, behold your son." And he says to the beloved disciple, "Behold your mother." Because these two people are very special to Jesus, the beloved disciple and his mother. And he wants to make sure that they're both safe and looked after and that they have each other. And then they're like a little family because they say in the gospel reading that from that day on, the disciple took Mary into his home. And so they're like a family. So two people who are special to Jesus became kind of like a special family together. And that's a bit like how I feel about everyone at St Andrew's Church. I feel like we're part of a big special family. Now we're going to do our activity in a second and we're going to think about special people. Maybe we're thinking about our mums or our aunties, grandmas, nanas, sisters, friends, cousins, teachers. We might be thinking about anybody like that, or we might be thinking about somebody from church who's part of our special family. So let's hear our Bible story and then we'll do our activity. Hear the Gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ according to John. Glory to you, O Lord. Meanwhile, standing near the cross of Jesus were his mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing beside her, he said to his mother, "Woman, here is your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Here is your mother." And from that hour the disciple took her into his own home. This is the gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, O Christ. So for our activity, you'll need some card or some paper, and we're going to fold it in half like this. Okay? Because on Mothering Sunday, often people will send cards, won't they? Either to a mum or a nana or a grandma or an auntie or a friend or somebody who is really special to them. So I thought we could do that too. And it doesn't have to be for someone who's related to you. But I thought, when I was thinking about Mary, I think Mary's really special, being Jesus's mother. And I started thinking about who was special for me. So I thought we could do a Mothering Sunday card for somebody who we care about, somebody who's special to us. And so I thought we could think about the word special. So I'm going to put on the front of my card, you are special to me. So I've written, you are special to me. Now, maybe what you could do is think about a person who is special to you today. Maybe that's a friend, or maybe it's a teacher, or maybe it's somebody from our church, somebody who's part of the church family. And I thought, if we write "you are special to me" on the front of the card, then we could decorate it. And I found some old stickers that I didn't know I had. And maybe if you've got maybe some wrappers from something, some sweetie wrappers maybe, or crisp packets that you can cut up that are shiny, we could decorate it in this way, because we're thinking today about special people, aren't we? Now, in our Bible story, we heard, didn't we, how Jesus said to the beloved disciples, so somebody special, he said, "This is your mother." So he said to them, "You are going to look after my mum," which is a very nice thing. So he knew that his mum was very special, and he thought that the beloved disciple could be family to her. He could take Mary into his home and look after her. And while the grown-ups are all seeing pictures of the different churches that they're looking at today, they might be thinking a little bit about how they have a sort of family in church, how we're all kind of like a family, aren't we? And that's what the beloved disciple was like with Mary. They were kind of like a family, because Jesus had sort of said, please can you look after my mum? And said to his mum, this is your son. So let's think about a person that is special to you, like the beloved disciple and like Mary, special to Jesus. And we can make them a card to tell them how special they are. Now, what you might like to do is make this a Mother in Sunday card, or if you're making it for somebody else, it can just be a You Are Special card. Because that's very nice to hear, isn't it, when somebody thinks we're special. And I feel like people at church think I'm special, and I know that I think all of you are very special, because we're all part of that special church family, aren't we? So that means a lot to me. So I've made my card that says you are special to me. Now I think what I'm going to do is think about my church family. Think about who is at St. Andrews and who I would like to send my You Are Special card to. Now, I think I'm going to write in mine 2, and I'm actually going to cheat. I'm going to do 2 people. We're going to do to Eleanor and Belle. To Eleanor and Belle, because they're people that I think are very special, and they're part of my church family, as we are all part of the family together, aren't we? And I'm going to write from Hannah, and actually we'll write and Wilson. So that is my You Are Special to Me card. I'm sending that to Eleanor and Belle because they're part of my church family, just like you all are. Now I hope you all have a lovely week, and I'll be thinking about you all, thinking about how lovely it is that I get to have this fantastic church family. It's really great. I hope you all have a great week, and I hope I'll get to see some of you soon. Bye everyone. Bye.